Welcome friends in Science Lecture 3, Lesson 12, Electricity. In today's lecture, we are going to start to learn about the different symbols. So we are going to start with the symbols of some components used in electrical circuits. The first symbol will start with cell. Now electric cell, so this is the component, so we'll use the word here as component, and these are symbols. Fine. So we'll use electrical components and symbols. So symbols is the symbol for the electrical cell is a wire which is coming here, a longer one, a longer vertical line and a small vertical line, and this is passing like this. So this is a positive terminal and this is a negative terminal. This is a symbol for the cell, right? Now the next is battery, electric battery. We generally call the word as an battery only. We do not use the word as an electric battery, but generally this is battery. Now the symbol for the battery is 1 and goes on. It can be any. Generally we are having 6 volts battery, 12 volt battery, likewise, right? So if 6 cells are there, then it will be 12 volt. Here there are 3 cells, so this will be 6 volt battery for generalization, because generally there are 2 volt battery which are available in the market. So this is again a positive terminal and a negative. What is the difference between cell and battery is a cell is a single one which is having one positive and one negative terminal, and battery is multiple cells arranged in series is called as an battery. Fine. Then it is a variable battery. Variable. Now variable battery is nothing but a battery which can be used for changing different volts. That means different volts can be adjusted, right? Any of the different volts can be adjusted. So a line, cross line is drawn and an arrow is drawn, that is called as a variable battery. Then the next is key. The key is nothing but switch. You can use the word as switch as common. If it is open, if the switch is open, then we make it here as this is a line coming 2 rounds and going on. So this is an open switch where it is not connected yet. And if it is a, this one is closed, then this symbols turn out to be this one, 2 rounds and a dot at the center. So this is the close key. Now the close means the current is flowing, open is that the current is not flowing. Fine. So this is the same thing. This is a switch and key only. The next is wire joint. So wire joint are of two type. The first section we are going to take is a junction point. This can be joint is can be called as a junction point also. Junction point is where the wires meet, right? So this is one and here. So this is a junction point. The current can come from here and go to these two sides, can come from here and go to this side, or two sides can come and pass to one side. It can be any formation. Fine. Now crossing over wire, crossing over of circuit. Crossing over circuit is that one wire is going on the straight line and second is passing through, but they are not connected. So we are going to show this by making it round on it and going passing by. This round shows that they are not connected but they are crossing over each other, but the current is flowing individual wires differently only. That means they are not connected with each other. The next symbol is of bulb. The bulb is generally electric bulb, rather I would say. right? So we'll number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, this is 8. Electric bulb is generally one line which is coming, it is passing by and making two rounds like this and passing this way, make a round at the top of it. This is a bulb, fine. This shows the bulb signature. Okay, this is a bulb. The ninth is, I would say, this is an uh, the non illuminated bulb. That means this is non glowing, not glowing. You know, the current is not passing. That means this is not glowing, not glowing. If it is an glowing bulb, glowing means the current is flowing, then the symbol will turn out to be this round, two of them around, and you may make an this formation. So this shows a glowing bulb. ये है तो जल रहा है ऐसे ना, the light is glowing from it. Then comes resistance. So the 10th is resistance. So resistance symbol is a line and zigzag. So this is a resistance. This shows the symbol for resistance. Then we'll go for variable resistance. 11th we'll go for variable resistance. Now variable resistance is drawn generally as you know that we draw a line, cross line over any1, that is a variable portion. So this is a variable resistance, this is a variable. This can be drawn in the form of rheostat also, and another line which is coming here and can be shown by an arrow. Okay, this much resistance only we need it, fine. So this is a variable resistance. Okay, then the next is 12th is meters, that is ammeter. Ammeter is a symbol for measuring the current. It's a round one and showing A written inside, that is an ammeter. Showing plus and minus is the direction of the current. Then the 13th is voltmeter. Voltmeter is again a symbol representing V here, and lining crosses over plus and minus. This is voltmeter. If it is written as G, this is galvanometer. So we use the symbol here as round here and written as G, right, plus and minus. So this is a galvanometer here. So this shows galvanometer. There are few more symbols also. We'll try to understand them, some of them. Some very few, some of them like capacitors. So capacitor symbol is a line which is coming here and two cross lines are shown, that is called as an capacitor. Then self inductance, that is a symbol which is shown here. A line is drawn and a round shape is shown like this. Okay, this is self inductance. So there are many more, but we'll keep up till here because your requirements gets over here, and furthermore when you'll learn for the further courses you will require some more amount of instruments, so you'll learn it better next in the furthermore classes. The next topic is Ohm's law. The next topic is Ohm's law. This is a very important topic as exam point of view also for the learning purpose. Now what is an Ohm's law? So Ohm suggested about two things. First, he made us understand about the relationship between, that was his name was, he was a German physicist. German physicist name as George Simon Ohms. Right, this person, so George Simon Ohms, suggests about this concept. He gave us the relationship between current flowing. He gave the relation between gave the relation between the current flowing through metallic wire. Fine, a current flowing through the metallic wire is proportional to the potential difference across the wire. Potential difference across the wire uh, at constant temperature. Right, at constant temperature. So at constant temperature, it gave us the relationship between voltage and current. So he suggested that an increase in the potential difference, increase in the current, is directly proportional increase or decrease in the current is directly proportional to the potential difference across the wire. Potential difference across the wire at constant temperature. Written in word alphabets as V is directly proportional to I. Here V is voltage and here V is voltage and I is electric current. Fine. So he gave furthermore, okay, V, as the V increases, I increases, and as the V decreases, I also decreases. That means voltage increases, current increases accordingly through a same resistance wire with a constant temperature, right? And as voltage decreases, that is potential difference decreases across the wire, then the current also decreases. So we can say that V upon I was equals to constant, and V by I, which is constant, V upon I, which is constant, equals to nothing but R, where R is called as an resistance. Right, to resist, R is called as an resistance of the metallic wire. So here R is resistance of the metallic wire. Resistance of the metallic wire. Fine. So this is the resistance of the metallic wire. So and this word is called as an resistance. So R is nothing but resistance. So he gave the formula for resistance. resist the flow of charges. Fine, it resists the flow of the charges. The unit of resistance, the SI unit, is ohms, and the symbol is here as omega. The SI unit is ohms, and the symbol is of an resistance is, means the symbol of the unit is omega. This symbol is known as an omega. Fine, but this is known as an ohms. The symbol for resistance is R. It is used as an R. Fine, so R is nothing but equals to V upon I. This is what we need. So if it is 1 ohms, or in symbol as an ohms, that will be 1 voltage upon 1 ampere current. 1 voltage upon 1 ampere current. 1 voltage upon 1 ampere current. This is how we mention this. So this can be explained by showing a graph also. So we will try to draw one graph and try to understand it. We can take values. Take certain values. Here we are going to take this portion, we are going to take here as current, mentioning current here, and this is potential difference. So here we are going to write down as potential difference. Voltage, and this is current as an I. Right, so current as an I. So this is how we need to mention. Now we are going to mention the values here. So mentioning the values, we can take the values as given in your book also as 0.1, 0.2, suppose in an experiment 0.1, 2, 3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, and so on. Fine, we are taking the values. This is 0 here. This way values we are taking as 0.4 in terms of 4, multiple of 4, so 0.8, 1.2, no, 4, that will be 1.2, then it will be 1.6, then 2. So this value comes out to be 2. So these are the values. Now if you see it, so if the value is there, that for 0.1 the value comes out to be 0.4. So here we can mention this point, both of them, into this particular here and here. If you cross it, so it gets here. This is your coinciding point here. The same way, if you make this on the straight path, this crosses so the second points arise here. The same way for the third, and this is 1.2, this is 1.2. So the third point coincides here, the fourth and the 5. We will take 5 values. Right, so you may see every time the graph of resistance remains constant almost. So you may see this line which shows that the graph of line here remains constant. So for every rise in current, there is a almost parallel rise in voltage. This is potential difference, this is current. So 0.1 it was 0.4, for 0.2 it was 0.8. So if I take voltage, current and resistance, this comes out to be voltage as 0.4, 0.8, 1.2, 1.6 and 2.0. The current stands out to be 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 and 0.5. This was in ampere and this was in voltage. Fine. So if you see resistance is V by I, right? V upon I. So this is 0.4 upon 0.1. Answer is 4 in terms of ohms. Fine. This is 0.8 by 0.2. Again answer is 4. This is 1.2, 0.3. Again the answer is 4. This is 1.6 and 0.4 divide, again the answer is 4. And this is 2.0 divided by 0.5, again answer is 4. Fine. So this is how the resistance, you may see, remains constant for same temperature, right? This is same temperature. And so we'll keep up till here for this particular video and do it next time, the next portion. Thank you.